Is your bike just not shifting quite right? Maybe it shifts great between 2 gears, but then terribly between other gears. Maybe it shifts terribly everywhere, and no amount of indexing or B-gap adjustment seems to fix it. Well, that probably means your derailleur hanger is bent. Don't worry, it happens to every rider, and I'm gonna show you how to fix it quick and easily. The derailleur hanger is a small piece of metal that attaches your rear derailleur to the frame. Now, it sometimes gets bent if your bike falls over on the drive side, maybe if you hit your rear derailleur on something, or during a crash. Now, it's actually meant to be bent because it's a sacrificial piece and it saves your derailleur and your frame from catastrophic damage. Sometimes if your hanger is super bent, you can actually see it when you're looking at your bike from behind. You'll notice that the derailleur cage isn't vertically aligned with the cassette cogs. Now, there are 2 ways to fix a derailleur hanger. I'm gonna show you the proper way and the cheap way. Now, the proper way to fix a bent hanger is to use a tool called the derailleur hanger alignment gauge. Now, this is the Park Tool DAG. It's what all the mechanics here at the Pros Closet use. It's about $80 or so, which is a little expensive, but there are cheaper versions out there if you look, and they all pretty much work the same way. First thing we're gonna do is remove the rear derailleur from the hanger. Usually what you need is a 5mm hex wrench. And we're just gonna put the derailleur out of the way as best we can. And we're gonna screw the DAG into the hanger. Okay. At the end of the DAG, we have this little feeler gauge, and this is what we're gonna use to check our alignment. The first thing we're gonna do is check our alignment in the vertical plane. And one thing you wanna make sure you do to keep things consistent is to measure against the same spot on the wheel every time. And you wanna do this because your wheel, it might not be perfectly straight. I like to just use the valve because that makes things nice and easy. So we're gonna start here at the top. We're gonna push the feeler gauge against the wheel. And we're gonna see we have an O-ring here, and that's marking the position. And we're gonna swing it back down to the bottom here. And we're gonna do the same thing at the bottom. I'm gonna check it against the same spot on the wheel. And you can see pretty clearly that this derailleur hanger is really bent. It's over an inch difference between the top and the bottom. And so to fix this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the DAG and we're gonna tweak the hanger a little bit at a time. You don't need to go ham. You just, use some gentle force and you're gonna start bending it back straight. And you're gonna check your work as you're doing this, comparing the top to the bottom each time. It's still pretty bent. Getting close. Let's say that's pretty darn good. All right, now that it's straight in the vertical plane, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we're gonna be checking it horizontally. So this way and this way. And once your derailleur hanger is perfectly straight in the vertical plane and the horizontal plane, you're good to go. Put your rear derailleur back on. So what do you do if you don't have a DAG or a similar tool? Well, if you're in a pinch, you can actually get your hanger sort of close by using a giant crescent wrench. I don't actually recommend this because it's nowhere near as accurate, but if you've got nothing else, this is probably the best you're gonna get. Now, never, ever, ever grab your derailleur and use that to try and straighten your hanger. That's not what it's meant for, and you might end up damaging your derailleur, or worst case, your frame. Now, if you've already bent your hanger multiple times, or you just don't want to deal with straightening it, then you can always replace it. Now, replacing a hanger is super easy to do, and they're actually not that expensive. You can find them online by searching for your bike's make, model, and year. And just keep in mind that sometimes even brand new hangers aren't perfectly straight out of the box and might need a little tweaking once you get them on. Hopefully this video has helped you get your derailleur hanger perfectly straight so your bike shifts so crisp and nice. Excellent. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.